Hello, gamers! Today in Disney Dreamlight Valley, I'm going to be doing a speed build for the Autumn's Magic Dreamsnap. The first thing I did was get a Sunlit Plateau Life Dwarf Maple and put it all around the peaceful meadow. I chose the Life Dwarf Maple specifically because orange, and orange reminds people of autumn. And orange is also a really pretty color, so I really like that. And in this area, the pond was getting in the way of life dwarf maples, so I started putting light dwarf maples around the pond. I think that was a nice touch. And I also put it near the stairs right there. And I also made it go a little bit beyond the stairs because I thought it would look nice. I made it kind of line up with the ones in the pond. And on this next part, I got a small Forest of Valor stone cluster and I put it twice in a row. And I kept the row going all the way till the end, or at least near the end, and I decided on one row looked better on this part. And on this next part, I went to the Dreamsnaps tab and I started putting out the filter for the rustic area. So I can find out which items are rustic and I can put down 5 of them. So I chose the trails and the barrels. Because I thought it looked nice as kind of like a park with underbushes all around. So I went with that idea. And right around here, I started putting out a delicate filter for I can know which items are delicate and put 5 of them. I put magnolia and bloom piles because I really like magnolia and bloom piles. I like the color, how they look. And around here, I started noticing that fireflies look really good around here. So I got the fireflies from in front of my house and put them over here in my new park. And I also moved the stones more to the middle of the trails, but I thought that would make more sense. I also tried moving some trees where it can line up a bit more. I made it a little bit closer than how it was. Next, I started to think that this would look nicer with the bench, so I got a bench from the other part of the valley. And I tried to get those magnolia bloom piles, but the fireflies got in the way a few times. And I put the bench in the middle of the trails. I think that would be a great spot. And I noticed that the rock trail were a bit off, so I lined it up for it can be in the middle where the bench is. And then I got a lamppost, but I thought that would look nice. And I thought about putting other things here, and I decided to go with the book piles because I think that will make the most sense. I mean, if you're sitting in a bench, you might want to read a book. Around this part of the speed build, I thought something looked a bit off, so I started moving the trails a bit closer to the stairs for everything can look even. And I moved the fireflies out of the way for I can get a good look at things, where I can move things properly. And I moved this barrel to the other side, too. Here, I'm just rearranging things, make sure they look all lined up. And I put the magnolia and blue piles and the rock piles in front of the bench, where it can be lined up properly. And I think everything looks good like that. So after that, I was seeing what else I could add. But I don't think there was anything left to add except maybe a tree. But I decided to leave out the tree. And in this part of the speed build, I was looking for other things to add. And I decided to add the stone lanterns in the end. So I put one stone lantern on each side. And all I had to do was move the fireflies back in place. But first I adjusted the underbushes. For the underbushes to look a little bit more organized instead of just being around the pond. Because it was kind of weird just being all around the pond. So right around this part I put the fireflies back into place. And this is how the speed build looks. By this point in the speed build, I was really satisfied with the way things looked. I think everything was at a very good position, and I especially liked the fireflies at the top. And this is how the speedboat looks when a character is walking through it. You can walk on top of the rocks, and on the magnolia bloom piles you can also walk on that. And you can sit on the bench. Around this part, I was positioning the camera for the Dreamsnap. I thought that would be a good position, but then I changed my mind and I went for this one. So on this part, I was submitting the Dreamsnap, and I'm really satisfied the way this Dreamsnap looks. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more Disney Dreamlight Valley videos, please click on your screen here.